program like this that's only offered to student athletes is very rare. And I think if anyone had the opportunity to, come to a foreign country with completely different customs to work with amazing kids, I don't know why you'd ever pass that up.
This program really fits in perfectly for the student athlete. It affords you the opportunity to go somewhere exotic, learn a new culture.
Immediately, when you come in here, you're totally immersed in the culture. You learn so much so quickly about the way they live, and you get to work with kids, which is great.
Great advantage of Coach for College is that it's sort of a capstone on all the years of leadership training and athletic training and even academic training that you've received through your life. And it's a way for you to contextualize what you've learned and at the same time pass it on to people who don't know it yet.
I had the chance to work with an organization named Peacework. They specialize in connecting American universities to developing countries and had over 20 years of experience.
Well, before we left, we had meetings every week with our director, and we were in contact with Peacework, who booked all our flights for us, passports and visas were taken care of. And once we got here, we walked out of the airport and a Peacework representative was there to meet us right away. It was a very easy process for what would seem to be very complicated.
The student athletes stay at the Hawaiian Research Center, which belongs to Kentall University, and it has rooms on the second floor where we all stay. All the girls are in one room, all the boys are in one room, and it's air conditioning for the Americans, which turns out to be a great benefit. And we eat all our meals in an open air canteen. Most of the Americans learn to like it a lot. It's a lot of rice and noodles and various fish and meat. And it's a 10-minute bus drive from the school where we work, which is called the Hawaiian Secondary School. Our camp is divided up into 3 components: sports, academics, and life skills. We start every day with team building. Then after that we move into sports, and every sports coaching group goes to their section of the school to teach sports. Then we move into academics, repeat sports and academics, and end with either higher education or leadership. So that forms one complete camp. We go back and eat lunch and then return in the afternoon to do the same thing for another group of kids of the same grade.
And the night before we taught a new lesson, we'd have a meeting with our other coaches. We had to coordinate together how we were going to teach the lesson. We had to figure out, does this make sense when it's translated? Will they understand this example? Your coaching group became a team that really needed to work together.
We have 3 different weeks, so we have 2 trips. The first trip we usually come back to Cần City. The most activity we went to like floating markets. And the second trip we usually go to the beach. I think that's a good trend to have the Vietnamese coaches and the American coaches. It's change the culture.
And you just try these things that you never would have thought you'd ever try before. It's been exciting. It really has been exciting.
And obviously you're going to get close to the American coaches you're here with, but that bond you create with the Vietnamese people is just as significant, if not more so, than the Americans.
I learned so much from the program on so many levels. Culturally, it's an invaluable experience. It helps you understand how to work with other people.
We take for granted what it's like being around a lot of Division I athletes, sports that are so organized.
This gives you an opportunity to give back what you've learned for so long.
What we're trying to do is bottle up whatever you've done to get to where you are and teach that to youth in disadvantaged areas. Just by virtue of being student athletes, having played a sport for 15, 20 years, having balanced that with academics, you're prepared for this experience. If you're a student athlete and you want to apply, read about the program on the website and make sure you fully understand the program's goals, the schedule, what you would be doing in the program. And if this is something that you feel that you really want to do, then you should fill out the application. At that point, we will select the finalists from the applications and interview all the finalists and make the final selections after the interviews.